welcome to the Glasstire Top 5. It's the week of August 17th, 2017. I'm Rainey Knudson.
I'm Christina Rees.
Counting down the top 5 art events in Texas.
So number 5 this week is Sandeep Chandran. It's called Ramayana Tapestries. It is at the Asian American Resource Center in Austin. We don't know a lot about this. It just looked interesting to us, and visually it looks interesting to us.
I think this work is based on extremely traditional Hindu artwork from India.
Yeah, murals. I think that as far as I know, he's an Austin-based artist depicting the epic tale of the divine Prince Rama and the heroic rescue of his wife Sita. I think it's digital work, but it's sort of digital tapestries, basically. Is this our first time to pick the Asian American Resource Center in a top 5?
I'm pretty sure it is.
So number 4 opens this weekend at 500X in Dallas. It's called A Hard Place. This is a curated show of international artists, architects, and designers responding to the idea of brutalism in architecture, brutalist architecture.
I love the name A Hard Place. That's a great name.
Yeah. It is a good. I happen to be a big fan of brutalist architecture.
I mean, the problem for brutalism is there were so many bad brutalist knockoff, bits of architecture, and people confuse it with fascist architecture a lot.
Yeah, and it can work very badly in terms of larger housing projects and things like that. It's just like, whoa, this is not what this is for. But for me, in terms of like municipal buildings and college campuses and things like this, part of it's a generational thing. I really associate it with the 60s, 70s. I like it. I
was just in Mexico City. The Museo Tamayo there is brutalist, and it's a great, great brutalist museum. Light-filled, solid, but airy. The spaces work really well. It can be done well, obviously. So number 3 is Rebel Jester Mystic Poet, Contemporary Persians from the Muhammad Afkhami collection. This is on view at the Museum of Fine Arts Houston in what is increasingly becoming my favorite gallery in the museum, the downstairs little crummy gallery across from the cafe where they put a lot of their best shows.
That's true.
I think that this show is really a mixed bag, but what I think is really important about it, there are some very good pieces in it, and I think what's important about it is just a reminder that Persia, aka Iran, has been one of the most sophisticated parts of the world for centuries and centuries and centuries, and contemporary Persia is no different.
Yep.
And the artists there and their concerns and the materials that they're working with are every bit as sharp as anywhere else you're going to see art.
So, 2, we picked this because we got an intriguing email in from Valley House Gallery, I guess last week or earlier this week. It's a show called Trees at Valley House in Dallas, North Dallas, on their beautiful, they've got a beautiful compound. They've got a lot of trees out there. The Trees show is about 40 artists, of a lot of artists that they've shown. A lot of them are familiar names: David Dreyer, Barnaby Fitzgerald, Valton Tyler's in the show, Jim Woodson's in this show. I mean, it's going to be a lot of trees, but it's going to be a lot of trees done in a lot of different ways. There are also going to be lectures and tours and a lot of programming around this. You can go up there and catch some, shade and walk around their beautiful grounds. I didn't mean it that way. And,
do you think that you shall never see an artwork as lovely as a tree? And number 1 this week is the curator Valerie Oliver's final show at the Contemporary Arts Museum Houston. Valerie has given us many memorable shows over the years, some really, really good ones, and she's leaving for Richmond, Virginia, and this is her final show. The artist is Annabeth Rosen. It's titled Fired, Broken, Gathered, Heaped. It's ceramics and some drawings. It's a really interesting last show for Valerie. Annabeth Rosen, I think, is well known in the ceramics world, but not so much in the fine art world, if you will. And the work looks meaty and satisfying, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. And we wish Valerie all the best. We're going to miss you, Valerie, in Houston. We're going to be doing the fall preview next week, right?
Yeah, so I'll be in Houston next week. We're going to do the fall preview, and we will get you caught up on what you need to see starting in September.
Yeah, so in the meantime, y'all, stay cool, go see some art.
Go see some art.